It's fall. It's festive. It's the Bayfield Apple Festival. Live from Bayfield, this is Northern News Now.
These beautiful fall colors and crisp temps can only mean one thing. It is time to celebrate the 61st Annual Apple Fest here in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Good evening, I'm Laura Lee.
And I'm Dan Wolf. Thank you so much for joining us. We are thrilled to be broadcasting live from Apple Fest. Once again, the Bayfield Inn's rooftop is a beautiful place to be. We've got Apple Fest happening behind us. We're looking out at the bay. It's absolutely gorgeous. The only thing that's a little rough is the wind.
Yeah, the wind is a little rough, but you know what? We were kind of circling around talking to vendors, trying some food. All the warm apple cider is keeping us warm up here, that's for sure.
All the moving around and eating is keeping us nice and toasty.
Yes, and of course, Adam, we'll be checking in with him in a few moments for the full forecast this weekend. We know we've been doing this Apple Fest has been going on for 6 decades. The weather, it's just every year, it's a mixed bag. This year, I think we're okay.
We're going to be okay. It sounds like the next couple days especially are going to be good. We have so much to show you here tonight. Again, you're probably wondering, where are they with views like this? We're sitting on top of the Bayfield Inn. They've been the location for our live shows now for years. It's a great place to be. Great sound, smells, everything.
Everything.
Yeah, right in the heart of downtown Bayfield. The Inn has more than 20 luxury hotel rooms with on-site dining options, several vacation rentals throughout town. In addition to the amenities, breathtaking views of the harbor and Lake Superior keep people coming back year after year.
That's right, and here's a look at how Bayfield's annual Apple Festival started. Back in 1962, orchard owner Walter Jimmy Erickson suggested the town sponsor an Apple Festival. Well, he wanted to help publicize the Bayfield area's orchards. That first year for Apple Fest, about 4,000 people showed up, and it's only gotten bigger ever since. Today, tens of thousands of people come each year to peruse food and craft vendors downtown, tour local orchards, and of course, enjoy the harvest.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on in this show today to highlight the festival, highlight the Bayfield area, including your story on an historic hotel, long-standing hotel. I spent time with a married couple who's very competitive.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that story.
Yeah, they compete in the apple peeling contest. We've got their smack talk for you coming up in a bit, but first we want to send it back in the studio to Ryan Half with today's top stories. Ryan.
Thank you, Dan and Laura. Sadly, we have to report on a few serious stories this evening. Down to our south, a driver has been arrested after allegedly hitting a construction worker in a construction zone on I-35. That incident happened earlier today near the Hinckley exit. The Minnesota State Patrol says the northbound SUV struck the worker who was on the right shoulder. The report states the SUV did not stop and was later located near Moose Lake. The 64-year-old driver from Edina was taken into custody, and there's no immediate word on whether or not he will face charges. Meanwhile, the construction worker is a 27-year-old man from Duluth. He was taken to the hospital in Sandstone with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, closer to Duluth, one person is dead and another was seriously injured after a different crash just outside of the city. That happened on Martin Road in Rice Lake around 9 o'clock this morning. According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, a minivan was on the side of the road and started to make a U-turn. However, a flatbed tow truck that was traveling in the same direction hit the van. 42-year-old Jason Larson from Duluth was driving. He was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, and sadly, 78-year-old Paul Larson, who was in the passenger seat, died at the scene. The tow truck driver was not injured. Now, authorities are still investigating that crash. For the latest news, you can always hop over to northernnewsnow.com, and you can also join our team tonight at 10 p.m. Let's get back out to all the fun with our team out at Apple Fest. Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch is there. Adam, it seems like you guys are having an awesome time tonight.
Yeah, Ryan, it's been a pretty fantastic evening. Tons of food. My belly is full of just some of the best food that Bayfield has to offer. Things are starting to wind down here a little bit. Vendors are starting to pack up here at this point in time. Today was just kind of dipping their toes into the whole Bayfield Apple Fest weekend as a whole. Tomorrow's going to be much busier. The street's going to be completely packed. Sunday's probably going to be the same thing, and then they're going to have the parade. It's going to be a great time, and check this out. I mean, the winds have finally calmed down. Beautiful conditions out here right now, and it looks like it's going to be overall a pretty great weekend for Apple Fest. So let's jump right in, take a look at that forecast now for you. Starting off with some radar. We do have some scattered showers still that we've been dodging on and off here throughout the day, although I don't expect to see a whole lot more as we head into tonight. Winds, like I mentioned, have started to calm down. They are still gusting between 20 and 30 miles per hour, but that's better than the 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts that we've been dealing with pretty much all day long. So slowly but surely, those winds will continue to diminish tonight. Tomorrow, looking at a high of 50 degrees, slight chance of some scattered showers. We'll be seeing mostly cloudy skies, and Sunday, also mostly cloudy, a slight chance of some showers, high around 49. If you come out with a light jacket, a gloves, a pair of gloves, some hats, you should be just fine. It's gonna be absolutely gorgeous this weekend. Definitely was a lot colder last year, so I'm thankful for some good weather here this year. But of course, we'll be out and around, and Hunter will be talking with some more vendors here coming up in a little bit with you guys.
Yeah, Adam, thank you so much. Yeah, we know these vendors are so kind. They've been treating us with yummy treats all evening.
And we got dinner reservations after this still. We got to save some room.
Can't wait. Well, we got a lot more stories to tell you. One of the biggest ones is a building right on Main Street, built at the turn of the century. The St. James Hotel has been a historic landmark here in Bayfield.
Yeah, for a 139-year-old building is sat empty for many years until now, becoming the St. James Social. It's a boutique hotel, social lounge, and lobby bar.
Yeah, that's right. And I sit down with the owners, who happen to be a couple, and their goal is basically to make sure that they can create a space to invite people in and have people fall in love with Bayfield as they did.
A song can take us back in time, but so can a place.
My career it's like all things have led me to this corner of this town.
The St. James Hotel has lived on this corner in the heart of Bayfield for 139 years. Its story filled with chapters of travelers, voyagers, and families.
The passion of taking a historic building and retelling its story again.
For Annalisa Bermel, that story began when she was just a little girl. Her family would spend summers in the Bayfield area. This past spring, she returned with her own family. Annalisa and her husband Cody purchased the building. After many years sitting vacant and asleep, she's now awake under new ownership and name.
At the heart of it is hospitality, like good old-fashioned hospitality that runs thick through my veins. I can't help but to want to be a storyteller, to want to create unique experiences, and to just take care of people in beautiful spaces.
Beautiful spaces with a nod to the original hotel. There are 8 boutique signature rooms on the second floor, along with a communal coffee bar, sauna, and cold plunge.
This is our rooftop lounge.
The third floor is a rooftop with a panoramic view.
So I mean, every day you're kind of humbled on the fact that like what they had to go through back in those days to make something like this. So to bring it back to life is pretty extraordinary deal.
Cody Bermel has spent the past several months gutting the place out. The first floor still in transition and still with its century-old birthmarks.
Right? We intentionally left stories of the fires that have been in this building. Standing right above you, the charred beams.
Honoring the building's history in the fine details.
This marble tile was inspired by this really old historic wallpaper that we found layers and layers behind the walls
Of this building?
Yeah.
Once construction is done on the main floor, guests can enjoy a social lounge with a kitchen and bar and full dining and patio space.
I'm really looking forward to when my daughters are my age, them being down in the lobby and kind of the next generation of like taking over the space and telling the story and handing that on. So really, I think it's cool, this multi-generational story that we get to tell because we're writing it together as a family here.
A family blueprint.
Be this thing that my family could, you know, make our mark and make our legacy on this town.
For a Bayfield hotel lasting the next 100 years.
Yeah, just a sweet family and an amazing story that they have to tell. You know what? And already the St. James Social Hotel has been named to the Condé Nast Traveler as one of the top 23 places to visit in 2023. Already hotel guests that they've seen have come from Chicago, New York, and California.
It's amazing. I love how you weave the music throughout that story.
And the best part is they have those record vinyl players in every room, and in the lounge you can go and rotate vinyls so you can change out your choices of music.
Another reason to check it out. Construction, by the way, on the main floor. The hotel's expected to be completed by the end of this month. If you want to learn more, you can head to our website.
Well, still to come, we meet two contestants taking part in this year's apple peeling contest with a shared history beyond the competition.
And as we head to break, we're going to check in with Hunter McCullough coming up. What trouble he's getting into here in Bayfield. We'll show you.
You're watching Northern News Now, live from the Bayfield Apple Festival.
Yeah, welcome back. We're live here at Apple Fest in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Well, you know what? Bayfield is a town of just about 600 people, but this event, this 3-day event, draws in about 60,000 people to town every year.
Yeah, Hunter McCullough is one of those people. He's out on the streets of Bayfield for us at 5 o'clock. We sent him out there. We said, find an interesting person with delicious food. He delivered. Let's see what he's got for us this time, Hunter.
Yeah, this one isn't even apple related. It's the Apple Fest, but you can find other things other than apple. And here's what we have. This is a garlic stand, a ton of nothing but garlic here. They even have garlic bread candles. Look at that. I wish there was a smell-o-vision so you could actually smell what it smells like, but it's spot on, garlic bread candle. And with me is Rachel Van Lowe with Van Lowe Family Farm. How are you doing today?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And this is not only your first year at Apple Fest, but your first year as a vendor. How do you feel about doing all this?
We did great today, so I'm super ecstatic, excited for tomorrow. If you're watching this and you want to come back tomorrow, please stop by, get one of these candles. But yeah, overall, great success.
What are the reviews on the candles so far? Because everything else is so cool. The garlic, you got the seasoning, and then you got the candle, and I imagine there'd be mixed reviews on that. What are the thoughts on that?
Exactly, mixed reviews. Some people come up, they smell it, super excited. They think it's amazing. Other people, you know, they come up and smell it, they're like, no, candles aren't supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be sweet, you know? But it's just, if it's your cup of tea, you know, give it a try. We think it's awesome.
Well, like I said, it's spot on garlic bread. It smells amazing if you love garlic bread. I know one of our photographers, Jordan, she made sure to pick up one of these as well, and she made me smell it, and I'm like, my gosh, there's no vampires in this vicinity anytime soon. So, my gosh, it's perfect. I hope you have continued success here at the stand. Where are your farms located, by the way?
We're down in Marengo.
Marengo?
So, yeah, about 30, 45 minutes south.
Just down to the south. Okay, fantastic. Rachel, I sure appreciate your time. I wish you the best of luck down here, and we're warding off the vampires over in this general vicinity anyway. Dan and Laura, life is good right now.
No vampires. We smelled that garlic candle earlier. It smells really good.
We smell everything. We do wish there was smell-o-vision here because you can smell the apple, the food, fried food below us here too. Yeah. Hunter's had a fun assignment all night, just taste testing everything for all of us.
Yeah.
Hunter, thank you.
Hey, still to come, we're going to have fun. Meet a married couple that's very competitive, that has gone head-to-head many times in Bayfield's apple peeling contest.
Welcome back, everybody. And we're here in Bayfield at Apple Fest. Things are starting to wind down a bit. Vendors are starting to kind of close up their shops for the night. Still a lot going on this weekend, though. But, I mean, just take a second to look at the beautiful marina, the sun setting, got some kids playing some football out here in the grass. I mean, just a really lovely night here in Bayfield, and it's going to continue to be a really nice weekend. So come on down, check it out. Let's take a look at some satellite and radar to kick things off. We've been dodging some rain showers here on and off throughout the day, but they are starting to diminish. In fact, even seeing some broken cloud cover in parts of Minnesota right now. So that's definitely some good news. As we head through the rest of the overnight, we'll continue to see some of these scattered showers in a couple of areas, some clouds in a couple of areas, but it's not going to be an all-night cloudy and drizzly type of evening. So should be fairly pleasant tomorrow morning. We will eventually see increasing clouds tomorrow afternoon and another round of some scattered showers will be possible tomorrow afternoon. Winds, though, winds will be significantly less breezy tomorrow, coming in out of the west between 5 and 10 miles per hour, and even calmer by the very end of the day. Some more scattered rain showers are possible as we head into Sunday. We'll also see the winds turn more out of the east between 5 and 10, but still not going to be very breezy at all, which is, it makes a huge difference. I mean, the winds when we first got here today were incredible, but they've definitely calmed down quite a bit. We'll continue to see some clearing skies into Monday. Right now we're sitting in the 40s across most of the region, 39 up in Grand Marais, definitely colder up there, 50 for Ashland, 48 for Duluth and Big Fork right now. As we head into tonight, we're going to be seeing partly cloudy skies. Some frost is likely this evening, so if you want to continue that growing season, definitely cover up those plants or bring them inside, although it might be a losing battle. I mean, the next several nights ahead, we're looking at near freezing, if not below freezing temperatures. It looks like even Sunday night we could be seeing some spots dipping well into the low 20s by early Monday morning. So it is going to get quite chilly here. As we head into tomorrow, back into the upper 40s and lower 50s. So it's going to be pretty similar to today, but just not nearly as windy. And that's going to make a huge difference as far as how it's going to feel to be outside. Today, definitely a little bit cooler. You know, cracked out the winter jacket for the first time this year, and some light gloves as well. But here's that extended forecast. Again, a slight chance of showers here as we head through the weekend. Monday, looking at some more sunshine. Still a little bit on the breezy side on Monday, and then Tuesday, those winds calm back down. We'll be seeing upper 40s and lower 50s all the way through the rest of next week. So below normal for this time of the year, but not by a crazy amount. It's definitely going to feel more like fall, and then a slight chance of some rain showers on Friday. But again, just an absolutely gorgeous night here in Bayfield. If you've never been to Apple Fest, it's going to be a perfect weekend for that. So come on down, check it out. There's a ton of foods that Hunter and I have been sampling all afternoon. And not just apples, you know, the apples bring everyone together, but I think, you know, there's tons of options for everybody out here.
Yeah, for sure. All the vendors have been so kind, just giving us free treats too. So
we've been very blessed up here. That's for sure. Thank you, Adam.
Adam, thank you. Well, you know what? One of the biggest events here at Apple Fest, of course, is the apple peeling contest. It's long been one of the main events of Apple Fest. Contestants have an hour and a small knife to carve out as long of a peel as possible.
It's a more intense competition than you might think, exemplified by two bitter rivals who also happen to be married to each other.
It was like a lot of things that we get into, her idea.
Every couple's love story is different.
And she said, let's go do the apple peeling because we were at Apple Festival.
But good luck finding one anything like that of Frances Whitfield and Brent McFarland.
Which I didn't want to do, but you know, we were newly dating and I didn't want to lose her, so I said, okay, let's go do it.
14 years ago, the Manitowish Waters pair traveled to Bayfield for Apple Fest, a longtime tradition for Frances's family. Even though they were falling in love, Brent and Frances found themselves doing battle with knives.
And then the gloves came off.
And like most couples fights, she won.
So the first year, I peeled 97 inches, and Brent peeled 18.
Got third place. She's very competitive.
And a tradition was born as they returned to Bayfield together in 2011 and 2012 with similar results.
Every time we've competed head-to-head, she's beat me.
But things changed in 2013. Frances, a three-time peeling champ, had work commitments keep her from attending Apple Fest, something Brent saw as an opportunity.
Brent snuck up here a few times and competed without me to count an extra few wins. I knew he was coming, but I didn't know he'd cheat on me that way.
Perfecting his skills in her absence, Brent became a 5-time apple peeling champion, and as his victories mounted, so did Frances's attempts to strike back.
In order to humiliate me, she thought it was a humiliation, she commissioned a crown, which is a large apple with a crown on top of it. So I wore that down the street as the reigning champion. And I became a celebrity overnight, so it backfired spectacularly.
And because they haven't gone head-to-head in years, we thought we'd help settle the score and have them compete in an exhibition match.
Mine's starting to look like a topographical map.
Precision peeling and smack talk on full display.
I bet yours won't be as long as mine, but you could try.
You were good when you were younger.
Oh, bummer.
And then, after about 10 more minutes, Brent wins this time, but the couple says they might officially compete this weekend for the first time in a decade.
So you should show up this year. It might be the year.
Cute.
Okay, so this is the hat.
That's the crown.
Now
the
Brent pulled it off. I've lost all dignity and self-respect and respect of others wearing this.
Stop it. I mean, you've done the apple competition.
Yeah, I got
before.
a half an inch of peel last year. And
Well,
so
now you've earned it.
This is my punishment,
That's
yeah. So Brent, he got 289-inch peel. Francis, 272 inches.
Oh, wow.
They're going to compete tomorrow for the first time in years, head-to-head. So we'll see who's going to wear this.
I love their relationship and their love story and the fact
Yeah.
that they smack talk during that competition.
I love that one of them is going to wear this tomorrow instead of me. So
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
well, yeah, maybe. Well, unfortunately, the apple hat's gone. It blew away. So, what a shame. Darn.
Darn.
We had a lot of fun here today.
Yeah, we did. What a great event. This is my first Apple Festival, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, I saw you already got like a bag full of
Goodies.
apple stuff.
I know. I know. There's so many more events happening this weekend, of course, and all of our content for Apple Fest is on our website at Northern News Now.